Takwa FX here. So I'm supposed to have dropped this video since. So today, which is Wednesday, let's see what the market has for us. I'm going to be looking at gold and GBP JPY. So let us see what the market has for us. So I'll be going to my 30 minutes because I should be going for intraday. So I'm going to start with my 30 minutes and let's see what this market has for us. But we cannot neglect the higher time frame like H1 or 4 hour before anything. So let's go to our chart. Let's see what our XAUUSD has for us and GBP JPY has for us. Note, today a lot of news are coming out today, so whatever you are doing today, watch out for news. Watch out for news. So maybe you should not trade in what during the news, how or anyhow you see what you can sort yourself out. So let's go straight to the chart. Let's see what we have today. So this is pair, this is GBP JPY. What I'm looking at on this pair, it's a sell. Why? This is because on Tuesday, this is what we got on Tuesday. On Tuesday, we've seen this market breaking structure right here to the downside. And then, as this market broke structure to the downside, you are looking for sales. Then, if I should plug in my Lux Argo indicator, you've seen that during London section as well, this pair was still giving you a sell signal right there. Thereby, we mark out our OB and we've seen that this market came into it and is sold off massively right there. The market came into it and it sold off. Then what happened? You take your sales right there. So today, what happened? I've seen this market coming down in breaking structure to the downside. We've seen a break of structure to the downside right here. There was a break of structure right there to the downside. And if you look at it properly, this is a zone that lead to that break of structure on your 30 minutes chart. Then on your H1, if we've got I don't know, you guys cannot take care of kids, make they keep quiet. Then on your H1, you discover that there was a zone right here. There is H1 OB right here that lead to that break of structure. You get? So here becomes what you are looking at for the market to come in, this very zone. So this is what we are expecting today. And what happened as this market breaks structure to the downside? You've seen, I've just marked out this box because I'm expecting if this market came into after it pulls back up, because if I go to my 30 minutes or M15, let's go to 30 minutes. On my 30 minutes chart, you can see a consolidation right here. We've seen a nice consolidation right here. And then we see a broke above, seen a break of market structure to the upside. Then we are expecting this market to pull back to this zone for us to buy back. And if we buy, where are we expecting this market to go? We are expecting it to pull back to this zone and thereby we buy it back up to this point of interest right there. So what happened? The market may do what it knows how to do best. The only thing is for us to just follow the market. So we may look for our entry right here, but what happened is the market may pull back in and break this structure to the downside and still follow the initial trend. It may still pulls back in and buys back up to the upside. So the market may do two things. So you can easily risk your 1% right here and you know where you are to target. So that is it for our UEP JPY, and so on. We are expecting a sell from this very zone, and we don't sell blindly. That is a buy to sell scenario is what we are looking at. So since the initial move is bearish, if that happens, we are expecting this market to break down and grab all these liquidities and tap into each of this zone right here, or as well still take out this low to the downside. So that is what we are expecting on our UEP JPY today. So let us go to our X gold. Okay, this is our gold chart. Though I've already marked this zone out before anything. What made me to mark out this zone was because of this very mark here. We can see that it was breaking structure to the upside. If I take it to a line chart, you've seen what happened there. So I mark out the 30-minute OB. I was expecting the market to come in for me to buy so I can send signal to my VIP channel. So what happened? As the market come into this zone, let me show you something. As the market come into this zone, I move down to my 3 minutes chart. There's something I'm going to show you. So immediately I moved down to 3 minutes chart. I was expecting the market to break structure to the upside. So the market has broken structure to the upside. So I was expecting a buy at this zone. I was expecting the market to come back after breaking that structure to this very uh, point for me to buy this market back to the upside. So the market is still pulling back right here, but the initial move is bearish. So it's either it comes back and buy back up, or we are expecting a sell. See, I was expecting it to pull back for me to buy back and TP this line, but what happened? The market is almost hitting the TP I was expecting. So this is for gold, and this is what I say. Let me show it out to you guys. So the initial move on gold, when it comes to this, when it comes to this picture we are looking at, it sells. Because if we move to our H1, let's move to our H1, guys. I'm so sorry about the background noise, man. This is crazy. So when it comes to this, you can see it is sells, and inside here is much liquidity. We have much liquidity here to the upside and also to the downside. So we don't really know which part is safe. So at times, I think maybe we should just wait for it to break out from this zone for us to really know what we are doing, because the liquidity here is so crazy. So if we go to our H4, we can still discover that our H4 will be bearish as well. You see, the H4 is bearish, and we have this zone here, which is to say maybe it may really breaks out for it to come to this zone and buys back up to that zone, or it will still continue bear till we have lot of liquidities lining up right here, trend line liquidity lining up right here. So it may come back and grab those liquidities to the downside. We don't really know what we are expecting at this point. So the market didn't really break this H4 structure to the downside, so it just weaken it, because I like using a breaks when it comes to candlestick. I like using breaks. I like using candle breaks closure. So there is no candle closure when it comes to this week. So I think this market will still pull back up, and at least we can see it coming back to this point before anything. So this is what I'm looking at today. On gold, I'm looking for buy back up, and it may still sell back down. We don't really know, because the liquidity here is much. So we may buy before we sell. That is what we are looking at on gold. And then GBP, JPY, we are looking at our buy and also sales. That is what we are looking at. But initial moves, when it comes to GBP/JPY, it's a sale. So we may really want to wait for the real trend, which is sales for GBP/JPY. So this is what I have today. I'm sorry for the noise. So if you are new to this channel, please do a favor by clicking on the likes button, turn on notification bell, subscribe, share. If you're already a subscriber to this channel, thank you so much for turning in. Keep supporting the channel. We move. I remain Aqua FX as I sign out. So any trade I'm able to take on this 2 pay, I'll update you guys later. And if I'm not able to take any trade, also I'm going to update you guys with it later. So whatever I'm doing on this channel will be transparent, either loss or it's better I keep my loss very minimal, then show you guys what it is to trade. So I remain Aqua FX. Peace.